Bedfringe director James Farrow. Hello, with Patrick Monahan here. Hello, Pat.
Hello, James. Hello, good to speak to you again, as always. Fantastic. Looking forward to coming on Friday. It's my yearly visit. I love it. It's part of my probation period, if anyone's ever seen me before. It's great. I love it.
So, you've been coming to Bedfringe since 2008. So this will be your 10th.
Yeah.
Your 10th Bedfringe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Amazing.
It's slow. Honestly, it feels like it just shows that it's been fun because it feels like I want to be in there a few times, doesn't it? Like you don't realise. Oh my goodness! Can you imagine how young we would have been 10 years ago, 10 shows ago?
I know. I was
it's totally changed
24.
as well. Yeah, your baby. Can you believe it? Can you see how we've grown as well? The festival's been great. You've seen the shows. You've seen the thing. Yeah, it's been fantastic.
Yeah. So, do you want to tell the lovely Bedford people what to expect from your new show?
So the new show is all about being a teenager in the 90s, comparing it to being a teenager today in 2017. And I think the thing is that even though the teenagers today now they talk about broadband, they talk about Instagram, they talk about having contactless payment, but they don't realise they're the losers because what we've got affordable housing. We had, when we were kids, we could lay on the sofa, put our hand out the back of the sofa, find a couple of quid round the back, and then that'd be 5% deposit for a house, go and buy a house in 1991. Whereas now, these teenagers now, they've got virtual reality because they can't afford to buy the real thing.
Yeah.
So that's why, the future. So it is. I mean, but there is some positive things about being a teenager today as well. But it is all about, talking about growing up during the 90s and what it was like, and it was a fantastic decade. I mean, that is the thing really of the shows really the last few years. We've been travelling and touring, like Bedfringe last year was the 80s show, and then the disco years before that. So it is autobiographical, but it's also a stand-up show about where we're at now in life, and then also reflecting back on my youth as well.
Excellent. Yeah, I feel like I lucked out a bit on that one because I made the mistake of going to university. So by the time I'd come back and earned enough money, all I can afford is a door. So I'm the proud owner of a door.
Exactly. Well, you see, if you didn't go to university, that money you could have probably saved. You could have bought the university.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Put an offering in like the 90s. It's a shame. But you learn that. You live and learn.
But I've learned to enjoy the door. And I'm looking forward to upgrading to enjoying Windows in about 2 years' time. So it's all good.
Exactly.
So
I
suppose the question would be, because you're obviously a seasoned fringer for sure. How's Bedfringe maybe different to other fringe festivals that you've worked?
It's great because Bedfringe has got that fantastic. You feel like you're actually performing to people from Bedford and surrounding areas. Whereas with other festivals, you do have that sort of thing where, if you do like the classic ones like Edinburgh and all the other festivals, it is, you could just do that gig in London because it's like performing in an airport. Because some nights, you'll just be performing to people who have come from America, Australia. You've got Europeans, you've got Londoners, and that's great. It's a nice mix. But then, whereas if you do, and that is good in some ways, but then if you do like Bedfringe, you realise these people have actually just come for the show there tonight, as opposed to, but the thing is with Edinburgh and other festivals, it's mostly just tourists who've gone, well, you know what, we've had a look at the castle today and that's shut now, we've had a nice good combination to go and sit in a show. And then, so it's not really like their main priority isn't the show, it's just one of them things to kick off. Yeah. Whereas I think with the Bedfringe, it's like literally, we're coming because we want to see the comedy shows, we want to come and see that. And then obviously the Cambridge and afterwards or the relaxation. So I think it puts the comedy and the shows as number one, which is always a great thing, particularly to a performer.
Yeah. Any exciting projects in the future for you?
Yeah, it's just been non-stop really with the just with the show and stuff and developing it and just taking it everywhere really is it's just the live work is crazy because from I think it was 2016 artist work a comedian, then last year, like third artist in the top three or whatever. And I think it's just you keep that sort of character angle going, you're going to keep doing that. And then obviously the panto, and then loads of things coming up with that. So it is, and a bit of acting and stuff. So it's great that just people complain about the way they go, oh my god, I never get any time off. Whereas I'm the opposite. I'm always like, do you know what? I don't need to sleep. I don't even need to eat.
Who needs it?
It'd be mental.
Did you do anything? Were you aware the 11th of July was the 70th anniversary of Fringe? 70 years.
Oh, yes, yeah. So we had to do a little video for the Gilded Balloon. We did a thing about getting ready for the 70th Fringe.
Yeah.
And it's funny though because you always assume that the Edinburgh Festival feels like it's about 7,000 years old, but you forget that actually it's only but 70 years is still a good decade, isn't it? You can imagine some of them performers still knocking about.
Yeah.
Only just killing on, but I think it was only 5 shows then, wasn't it?
I mean, it's amazing how many Fringe festivals there are around the world. Yeah. Cool. Well, we will see you on Friday. Your show is in the main auditorium, Patrick Monahan's Rewind Selector, 90s, 9 o'clock. And
9 o'clock, 1 hour, and this one is more stand-up routine, all about reflecting on the 90s, reflecting on today, and there will be little tiny snippets, just in case if people do feel, thinking, oh, we'd like to have a little bit of time. There will be time at the beginning and the end for that.
You can get your tickets from our website, www.bedfringe.com. They're selling really well, and so if I was you, I'd get on that website and get a ticket if you haven't. Pat, thanks for talking to us, and
thank you. Always a pleasure. Always great. Looking forward to it.
We'll see you Friday evening, and you're the last show on in that venue, so you can run over a little bit.
Brilliant. No, that's brilliant.